everybody, Punisher88 here, coming at you once again with another weekend review. And today I'm reviewing The Death of Captain Marvel. So, to those of you who watch my reviews, you guys know that I like to start with the cover first, so let's check it out. Now, right off the bat, yes, I love this cover. Why? Well, for starters, it's done by Jim Starlin. And Jim Starlin happens to be one of my all-time favorite artists, along with a list so long that I can't even name right now. The other reason why I love this cover is because we get the who's who of the Marvel Universe here. I mean, we got Spidey, Hulk, Iron Man, Doc Strange, Thor, Captain America, Daredevil, you name it, they're on here. And then front and center, we have Captain Marvel sprawled out in Death's lap. That's pretty strong stuff. Now, normally, when I do these comic reviews for you, I always talk about the front cover, but never the back, because 9 times out of 10, nothing's going on the back. But in this case, I feel I should show you the back cover of this book as well. Now, this right here, to me anyway, I think is a very strong image. We once again see the who's who of the Marvel Universe, but this time, all their heads are bowed, and we have front and center a single tombstone. And then high up in the sky, we notice a new star is risen. And you'll notice that this star is the one that Captain Marvel always had on his chest. And that's some pretty strong stuff. So, from the covers alone, do I think this book's batting 1,000? Yeah, I do. But that's just the cover. Now it's time to get down to what I like to call the nitty-gritty. But before we do, I just want to take the time to mention to any new viewers out there, or any new subscribers to my channel, that if at any time during this review, or any of my past reviews, you guys notice that I look up and down at the camera quite a bit, or it sounds like I'm reading to you guys, the reason for that is I keep my notes in front of me. Why? Well, there's a couple reasons. The first one being, with the notes, I find it helps the review flow a lot smoother. Second, with the notes in front of me, let's say I'm reading part of the review and I get stuck. I can backtrack and then keep going. And third, well, basically when it comes to memorizing text, it has never been one of my strong suits. So therefore, the notes are actually a help aid. So if you guys are cool with that, awesome. We'll get through this review and we'll be on our merry way. Sound cool? Alright, so what do you say we get started? So in 1986, Dave Gibbons and Alan Moore brought superheroes face down into the muck with Watchmen. And Frank Miller took an aging Batman to the brink in The Dark Knight Returns. It was the birth of modern comics, so we're told, ushering in a literate and sophisticated new era that came of age with Christopher Nolan and Batman Begins. Now, 4 years earlier, just a few months after Alan Moore began to really dip his toes in superhero deconstruction with Marvel Man in the pages of British anthology magazine Warrior, Marvel's star-spanning cosmic guardian Captain Marvel died. Never the most accessible character, Mar-Vell was a Kree warrior with a backstory that included red flag phrases like negabands and solar projection, negative zone, and cosmic awareness. And more often than not could be found battling Thanos or other existential terrors. Basically maintained as a giant-sized fuck you towards DC, and pardon my French there, who had hoovered up the Fawcett Comics' earlier Captain Marvel, but missed out on the copyright, forcing them through the indignity of calling the book Shazam. He'd been crowbarred into all the major crossovers and team-ups of the 70s, just to keep the character's profile in people's minds and a high on the legal department's agenda. But no amount of Kree skull Kree-Skrull War or Korvac Saga cameos had the impact of the character's death. Not fighting alien space gods on Titan, but of cancer. Published as a graphic novel in November of 1982, The Death of Captain Marvel is a watershed moment for mainstream comics as this powerful cosmic crusader, his friends and loved ones, rail against and then accept his slow and inglorious passing. Written and drawn by Jim Starlin, who would reach a similar emotionally stark and affecting high with the 1988-89 Batman story, A Death in the Family, superheroes were forced to confront a very grim and mundane reality. Rick Jones, Mar-Vel's partner and occasional alter ego, it's complicated, demands of Reed Richards, Hank McCoy, Tony Stark, and various others an explanation for why in their lifetime of technological marvels and death-defying scientific miracles, they never thought to conquer cancer. It's gasp-aloud, blunt, and on-the-nose, perhaps even laughable by the standards of a modern audience. Used to seeing Roy Harper cradle a dead cat, or Dr. Light rape someone on the moon, and numbered to real-world problems within the escapist, larger-than-life panels of superhero comics. Spider-Man, usually never without a riposte or wisecrack, is stunned speechless by a threat he can't web up and punch out. Rushing from Mar-Vel's bedside, and a cast of dozens, the Marvel Universe's great and good, pay their respects. And I gotta say, that whole scene with Spider-Man really taking Mar-Vel dying, it's one heck of a scene, man. Now where the heck was I? Oh yeah, pay their respects. Now, as the lights dim, Mar-Vel finds himself locked in one final titanic battle with his old enemy Thanos, a force of pure death. And before he lowers his fists, and the two walk into the light as brothers. Really touching stuff. Starlin did something truly amazing with The Death of Captain Marvel. Not only in writing the first paradigm-shattering superhero deconstruction, the first true meeting of the real world and the comic book one, but also by coupling it with a simultaneous superhero reconstruction long before the small world / big world motif of Mark Waid and Alex Ross's Kingdom Come. Just as Mar-Vel, the man, dies, as any other, and those he knows grieve and rage, Mar-Vel, the idea and the icon, grows bigger and brighter. No superhero death that followed, no matter how high profile, whether it be Superman in 1992 or Captain America in 2008, could match the raw impact and heartache of reading this slim volume for the first time. It's hard not to see echoes of The Death of Captain Marvel in not just the landmark graphic novels and story arcs that came later, but in the clumsy, self-congratulatory brushstrokes of Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight Rises. As Marvel movies reach out for his world with Thanos and Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel series by the terrific Kelly Sue DeConnick and Dexter Soy, proves itself a worthy successor. There's no better time to rediscover the terrifying emotional power of The Death of Captain Marvel. So there you go, folks. There's your weekend comic review. I hope you enjoyed it. And before I close out this video, there's something else I wanted to do. As I'm sure by now you guys have noticed, I'm wearing a Motorhead t-shirt. Well, the reason why I am is because this past week, December 28th to be exact, myself along with millions upon millions of music fans worldwide received some terribly gut-wrenching news. December 28th, we lost Lemmy Kilmister, probably one of the greatest frontmen ever in my books. And he was 70 years old, and it was a very aggressive form of cancer that took him. So I wanted to close out this video right. Got myself a glass, got myself a little bottle of Jack Daniels, and I got some Coke. So I wanted to do a little homage to Lemmy by honoring him with a drink. And I'm sure more than a few of you out there know of the lore of Lemmy and how Jack and Coke was his drink for many, many years. So, I just wanted to say, Lemmy, this one's for you, man. And there you go, folks. So, I ask you, if you enjoyed this video, give her a thumbs up. If not, give her a thumbs down. And if you enjoy, I'm trying really hard not to bawl my eyes out right now, so sorry if I sound like I'm straining. If you enjoy videos like this one, take a look around my channel. I got plenty of them. I do a new comic review every Thursday and usually Saturday. Thursday being a current comic and Saturday being one of either a back issue book, a hot topic book, or something that just really catches my eye. If you're into unboxings, well, since I am a member of the Marvel Collector Corps, usually I do a new unboxing every 2 months, but as you guys know, there was that kerfuffle I had with my subscription, so that's why I'm still crossing my fingers for February, because we all know February is a 100% Deadpool box, so I really hope to get that. And if you guys are into backstories on lame comic book characters, well, every Wednesday, if I'm able to, I pick a new character at random, and I give you guys the dirt on them. And also, if you're into comic book hauls and whatnot, I got plenty of those too. And while looking around my channel, if you like what you see, awesome. And also, make sure to comment on any video you like, and because I love reading viewer comments. And also, like or dislike any video. Yes, I did say dislike, because let's face it, no one's perfect, right? And then, when all is said and done, before leaving, make sure to click that subscribe button. Alrighty, so that's it for me. The next time you'll be seeing me is probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday for thoughts and stuff, or Wednesday for another weekly dose of lame superhero goodness. Alrighty, so till then, this is Punisher 88 signing off. See ya!